Hello and welcome to this tutorial about having trouble saying it fully tuggable furnace array, something like that. Well, you see it right here behind me, and the idea is that in the latest snapshot, which should be final, that is 1.14, there are three kinds of furnaces. There's the normal furnace, which works as it has always done. There's a smoker, which primarily is used for food items, and then there's a blast furnace that is used for primarily different kind of ores like iron, gold, but also redstone, coal, and so on. If you follow me, we'll take a look at all the things that are smeltable in the different kind of furnaces. And if you just want to get straight on with building this bad boy, I will make sure that there's a link in the description so you can go directly to the building. Behind me we have kind of a setup that shows, well, not all, but most of the items that the different kind of furnaces can smelt. And it's pretty self-explanatory. What is important is that the two new furnaces are twice as fast as the original furnace. That means that normally it takes 10 seconds to smelt one item, and now in the new furnaces it only takes 5. And of course we're interested in using this as much as possible, and that's why I built this toggleable furnace array, so that you can actually decide which furnaces you want to use. What you need is in this chest, so please take a screenshot, and then you have everything ready when you are going to build it. As you can see, I've placed down some blocks. I've actually placed 11 hoppers pointing in the same direction that way. And in the sides I placed 2 blocks after them, and then 3 blocks, 2 blocks, and then 3 blocks. All in all, the total line should be 15 long, and on the inside 13 long. Now let's place the other hoppers down. As you can see, it's just a normal furnace array like you have built before, probably. These are going down, hoppers going down to the furnaces, and hoppers going into the furnaces. This is our fuel line, this is our input line, this is our output line. Totally standard, nothing new there. You will need to place in a couple of more hoppers for the output line, because you need to get that in a chest, and you'll have to do like this. Now the furnace array should look something like this, and it's time to get ready to put in the rails. To do that, we need to place some temporary, no, not temporary, they're actually going to stay there, but some blocks. So you will do something like this, and you will do in this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in this one 1, 2, and in this one 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. And rails in Minecraft can be somewhat annoying thing. I'm trying to make this as cheap as possible, so that it's actually so yeah, that's the funkiness I was talking about. So it's actually doable in survival Minecraft. So that's why I'm not just doing power rails all the way. You should now have something looking something like this, or very much like this preferably, and we will now build the unloading and unloading stations, and you will place down a hopper above the power line, and behind the hopper you will take out a comparator, and then you will take out these blocks. You can take out this block, I think, yeah, and you will take repeater in there, redstone dust there, and we'll take this one and we will need a torch to put there. What this does, in case you don't know, is that whenever the minecart comes in and there's something in this hopper, it will stop and load before it takes off again. In the other end we will do exactly the same. This time it's just for the fuel. So you will put down a hopper, put a comparator behind it, and like so, and like so. And as I said, this will be the fuel input line, which also means that I can see that we don't really need this. And then we're going to power this thing, and I just do like this. This powers both the top and the bottom railroad. You can now put down a minecart, and we will be using a minecart with the chest for the fuel, and we'll be using a minecart with hopper for the input. And again, from the front it should be looking like this. Everything should be lining up with these middle spaces. It is now time to connect up the hoppers to the fuel input line and the normal input line, and just do it like so. Put it on top of there, crouch and put one in there, and over here you can do the same if I could hit it. What you also can do, I think I did that the other place, was that I actually took this one up because I placed the chest there, and then I did like this. Just to have the two chests in the same height. So you can do that as well. Alright. And as long as you're having the chests out, you might want to put a chest here, which is the output chest. As you can see, I've just placed 13 blocks off there, and I've filled out the holes here, and now this needs one more hopper. I can see I'm going to place in these another 13 blocks like this, and I'm going to take a hopper and place it there if I can. Like so. So if you're going to do it like this, you're going to have to place a block here and a block there, and in 1.14 you will have not stairs, you will actually have polished andesite stairs, so you can use one of those if you want to. Now comes the part that actually makes you able to toggle this, and it's super simple. What you do is you go up here and you see these 3 rails that are not power rails. In front of them you put down redstone like this, just 3 pieces like this, and you're almost home free. And then you can place down a block like this, and if you want to, you can take another block and place on each side, and there you have it. And if you then place the lever here, it will turn the 3 arrays on and off. And if you're wondering how it's working, it's quite simple. These 3 hoppers, when the redstone is fired, they get locked. So the minecart goes over them, but it just can't get rid of anything because they're not open. But it is counterintuitive, as I told you, that having the lights on mean that they're locked. So later I will show you how to do it the other way around. Now let me just say one thing about these spaces in between. These spaces, there, there, there. It's super important that you do not place a block there, because you will actually connect up those 2 wires, so you don't want to do that. What I do is, and of course this is just a suggestion, but what I do is I actually place a lantern there. And the reason I do that is it's a solid block, but it's not conductive. As you can see, if you wanted to, you couldn't place redstone on it. And it gives me an opportunity to play a bit with lighting. I'm taking the light gray glass and doing like this. So it kind of looks like it's the same. And in here you'll just be placing these, and here we have it. Now the fuels are in. Let's just take it for a spin. If we take the input chest up here, see, we'll go down, and right now everyone is open and we don't want that. Now the iron is coming here, but actually we want the iron to go over there. Woof, and it works. If you're satisfied with this, this was the tutorial. This works, this functions, this is good. And it's, although I'm not very good at tutorials, it's not very difficult to build, and I hope you could follow me. But if you, like me, don't want to stand and do things like that, and you want to have it down, I will show you how to do this, and I will also show you how to invert the light so that actually on means on and off means off. Alright guys, one thing I forgot to explain was these levers. They're there for locking the furnaces so you can harvest the XP that they store. If you see this, if I take out this, look at my levels. So that's what they're for, so you can take out the XP. Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you liked it, then please leave a like, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. I will be making a follow-up with how to make the light work differently and how to make the drop elevators. So bye, see you.